This video overview focuses on the goals section of the Homestead Tracker, which, if you, like me, like some form of structure in terms of where you're going, is a really great module to make use of. First of all, to be able to see what's happening within your goals section, you have the upcoming tasks over here. If you add goals with dates, your due dates for the goals will show up in your homepage as upcoming tasks. This is an integrated homestead tracker, so many of the things that you need to do in the various modules will show up within your upcoming tasks. To be able to better see what's happening, you can also head over to the farm calendar, look at it from a monthly basis, weekly, or daily. Here, as an example, is a journal entry, which was a different module that you can also go look at that video. If we head over to the goals page, you will see that there are multiple sections here in play. And you can use these as you want. But starting at the very top, what is really nice is you can filter your goals by year. So this is the current year we're in. So all of my goals are being added over here. If I wanted to see everything that I did last year, I can head over to 2024. Nothing happened because it wasn't in existence yet, but I can then go back on my previous years, have a look at the goals I set up for myself, what I couldn't get to, and should I want to get any of my goals to roll over to this year, I simply go in, I edit, and I change the date to this year's date, and then your goal will move over. What we have is annual goals and seasonal goals. And then there is also a really handy to-do list, because to-dos are sometimes, or quite often, very different to goals. Goals are something big that we want to achieve at the end of the year, at the end of the season, where to-do lists are just kind of little things here and there that we want to accomplish or need to do. For instance, check water filters. And what we could then do is look at adding a goal. And when you add a goal, you will get three options. You can then choose an annual goal, seasonal goal, and a to-do. Your annual goal and your to-do would have just the title, an optional description, and an optional due date. The due date, like I mentioned, will show up in your farm calendar. If you choose a seasonal goal, it will then give you a seasonal drop-down that will appear. And here you can choose the season that your goal applies to. Enter the goal, optional description, optional due date, and it will then show up in the relevant block over here. Once you have achieved that goal, as you can see, you simply click on the block, which will then mark it as completed. If that was in error, you just click it and it will go back to its normal state. It's a very simple module to use, and it's a very handy module to have. And then from a mobile point of view, everything stacks beautifully. You can immediately filter by the goal. You can add it. We've got our annual goals up front. Then we go to spring, summer, fall, winter, and our to-do list right at the bottom. If you quickly want to get to your to-dos, take a finger, scroll all the way, boop, and you'll get to your to-do list, filter through that. And it's really simple and easy to use on your mobile device. If you're out in the field or you're just anywhere that you have an idea, you can just whip out your phone, add it in, and you can quickly add in your goals. But that is a quick summary of the goals module.